Alright everybody, welcome back to Carroll Cadillac. We're getting ready to show you the removal of an engine and a Deville out the top. It's going to be the same kind of concept for the Eldorado and the Seville and the Deville. The 98 and 99 Seville is a little bit of a change. We'll show you in another video how that works. So at this point we're at prep stage. The hood's off. We removed that. I'll show you how to do that by yourself if you don't have somebody to help you in the near future here. But we have it sitting up here on top of the roof. Why? It won't damage the roof and it won't damage the hood, but it keeps that hood safe. And we've got it on top of a moving blanket so it's nice and safe out of the way. Because what we're doing here is showing you how to do this in your own garage without a lift. So we're going to remove this engine out of the Deville. This is 96. We're going to take this out the top and we're going to show you how to do it with each step we're going to do. At this point we've already drained the AC system, so you can see it's open here. The expansion tank's gone. We've already drained the majority of all the liquid, coolants out of this thing. Besides a little bit left in the radiator. So we have these nice big Tupperware type buckets under here that are nice and flat that we let all that drain into so we can catch it, and dispose of it properly. The coolant, same with the AC. If you're doing this at home, this stuff doesn't harm the atmosphere, but it's pretty deadly if you breathe it because it's heavier than air. And if you get it in your lungs, you can't breathe it out without standing on your head. So be real careful not to allow stuff to where you can actually breathe it. But if you have a way to capture it, that's what you want to do. That's the way the law tells you should do. So that's the way I'll tell you to do it. Anyhow, so we've got all that taken care of now. Basically just getting prepped for this. So we have the wheels off. We have the jack stands under the second bolt forward and the hole pocket on both sides to give the car stability while we're working on it at this point. Because at this point we're going to take everything everything on the top of this motor, we're taking off to pull it out. Now these are all the things that we would be taking off if we took it out the bottom that was sitting over here. They'd be taken off later. So by the time we get the engine out, all this stuff will already be off, and we'll have it stored in the trunk of this car on top of some cardboard to keep it nice and clean and safe, so we know what goes to what car. We have so many cars here and so many parts. We'd like to make sure that we keep these parts safe. But when you're a DIY guy, you got your car in the garage, it's the best place to keep it. Keep it out of your way. Your hood on top of the car, it's a great place to have it. So the next step here is we're going to go ahead and take off the intake with the sparks. That's all the plugs, wires off in the coil pack system off of there. We'll take off all this and the power steering pump. We just start taking everything off the top, and we'll get you going and show you here shortly. But this is the second part. This is the prepping. Actually, this is the first part of the removal, the prepping part. So just kind of give you a heads up on what we need to do and how to protect the windshield. You won't have to worry about it if you do this. To take the hood off, we just take it up, take the shocks off, put it on a hood stand, and then once we have the shocks off of it, which is right here, then we put a nice triple layer piece of cardboard right here where the corner's going to touch the windshield, and remove the bolts. And this one here is only 2. Newer cars have 3 to 4. And once that's removed, it'll gently sit right there. And once that's there, we have always to protect this. 2 people is great. At that point, you can take it and turn it and set it on the roof on top of your moving blanket to keep it safe and out of the way. And you're ready to rock and roll. It's nice to have a creeper. That's going to come in handy. I can't tell you when you're working in the back, underneath the back here, because you're so low to the ground, the creeper doesn't always work. It keeps you too close to the car, and you'll roll off of it and be not more comfortable, but you will be able to get more areas. So which we'll show you, because we're going to show you how to do everything. How to disconnect the exhaust system, how to remove the white pipe in order to remove the engine. You cannot remove the North Star with the white pipe on it. So we're going to show you how to do that while it's sitting on the ground. It's going to be an all job sitting on the ground, and we're going to run you through the whole thing. This car here, we're just changing the rear main sill, but it requires an engine to be removed. So we're going to show you on this video how that's done, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing the work. Alright, so here we go, guys. Stick with me a few more minutes here. I'll be back after a break, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on this top part, and maybe we'll speed up the film so it won't take so long. And we'll get you going and show you how this is removed and what we do and what we don't do. All right? Right on. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you in just a few minutes.